channel. I'm Andrew, and I thought I'm going to give you some film and TV updates. So, starting off, now I've got a white piece of paper. Now remember, I'm not a presenter. I've spent practically 30 years of my life behind the camera, not in front of it. So for me, this is kind of very new, so you'll have to bear with me. I don't have a teleprompter at home. This is just my home setup. Starting off with the Jaguar. If everyone doesn't know, Jaguar is a British car brand, and they just recently did a ad campaign. Now, basically, what's happened is their marketing campaign is showcasing bold and colourful rebranding of the models to emphasize on diversity. Now, my thing is that I was taught how to do commercials with working with like ITV in the UK. If you're outside the UK, ITV is a major distribution television broadcasting company. So when I was younger, I learned a lot of how to make a TV commercial from them. So what I get to is that if you're going to make a commercial, the best way of making a commercial is that most people mute when commercials come on, but if you can watch the commercial or catch it from like the corner of your eye, with the sound off, then it's done its job. Listening to a commercial, just try it. Turn the sound off and see if you can understand what the commercial's saying. So when you look at the Jaguar campaign, it meant nothing. There was no car, there was nothing. So basically and I've spoken to quite a few people who are Jag users, and the brand is basically about executives and people from that area. And personally speaking, I grew up with one of my next door neighbors. He had I like to call it the Inspector Morse Jaguar, beautiful car, and hearing it every morning, it was incredible. And he had Jags throughout all of his career. When I was growing up, seeing it, and then he changed to another Jag, and then another Jag, and it was really different. So with what Jag has done, and I want to know in the comments below, do you want me to do like a rough 30-second trailer? No, not a trailer, 30-second commercial. Put a comment below and just say yes, or give me a thumbs up, and I'll do a 30-second Christmas Jag commercial. What I think Jag stands for, okay? But going back to the feedback, is that they were defending themselves by highlighting its commitment to inclusivity and innovation. But in my eyes, they've alienated their core audience, because they're the guys and women executives who drive those cars. Me personally, I'm more of a practical car. I had company cars when I was in my early career, and they've never really, inspired me. But I do like a good Jag, I have to say. So looking in the obituaries for this week, we've had the great Maggie Smith, the lovely lady who passed away. There's nothing more I can say. She's an absolute lovely lady. Norman Jewson, if no one knows that, I think it's important for people to celebrate directors, and he basically directed classics like Fiddler on the Roof, but he died at the age of 97, so he had a very good innings. And to be honest, why I bring up him is because a lot of people, when they watch a film, is that you only see what's in front of it. You do not see the fantastic crew that are back in the film, and they make the actors look good, across the production. Without those production people, you know, you won't have film and TV. And a lot of people forget that. And I think it's kind of like with stuntmen, especially. Stuntmen, I'm one of our TV series, if you go and look on our website, is called Star Stunt Action. That's not a plug or anything. It's basically because of the passion for stunt people and what they go through. With a lot of things that are happening today, it's kind of like, you know, stuntmen with VFX. It's getting a lot safer. However, it's kind of like these the women and the men that work on that are just truly incredible. And these crews are phenomenal, and it doesn't matter if you're just starting out. My only piece of advice is have a good crew around you while you're working, because it makes your days so much better. So next one is Lewis Gossett Jr., if I pronounced it right. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up him is because when I was a kid, there was a film called Enemy Mine, and I never realised for years that he actually played the alien in it. And then there was other ones like Iron Eagle. All those films from the 80s were just phenomenal. I love the visual effects, and I know the director, not personally, but Wolfgang Peterson, did a phenomenal job on it. So it was kind of like, for me, Enemy Mine was a great, and he should be remembered. He was in Stargate. The actor was in so much, and yeah, he'd be sorely missed. Um, Shelley Duvall from The Shining. I am not joking you. The Shining for me was terrifying when I first saw it, but she died at 75, and she is she's got to be remembered. So I bring these people up. So what's happening in TV and development news at the moment? Okay, so Shang-Chi 2. Okay, they've said that, you know, that's in active development. Now I have to say that I'm a bit superheroed out. I have to agree. I have to say, but you know, fair play. I'll give it a shout when it comes out, of course. Then we've got Shogun. So we've got the 17th century Japanese, which is basically being compared to the 1980s version, which is going to be interesting, but I just hope they don't mess it up. We know about X-Men, the remake. They're doing another season of that, I believe. And now going on to what's coming up. So we've got Skeleton Crew coming out. Now you can probably tell I'm a Star Wars fan. I've always been a Star Wars fan. And for me, Star Wars was the reason why I got into the film industry. Now, it isn't because of the film, but it was because of my nan. My nan took me to see The Empire Strikes Back when it first came out. And now I came from Cornwall, and if you don't know, have a look on the UK map. It's right down the bottom. And my nan was basically, it was a rainy day, and it was in September, and she got we went into the centre of Bristol, which again, coming from Cornwall, was like, Cornwall's down here and Bristol's up here, so it's about a 220-mile drive. And in the summer holidays, it wasn't in September, sorry, it was in August. My nan said it was raining. My mum, my sister, my dad, everyone was out, and my nan was looking after me. She said, "Come on, let's get on the bus." It was a big experience, and we saw The Empire Strikes Back. And afterwards, my nan, you know, gave me the book by Alan Dean Foster, which was the making of, and she bought me the comic book. Now it was the comic book of Empire Strikes Back, so it was the graphic novel. So, and as she sat on the bus, she kind of like pointed out and said, all these scenes that you saw in the film, think of this comic as like a storyboard, and they're acting out different scenes, and that completely blew my mind. Then 2 weeks later, my nan passed away, so I've never forgotten. So when people say to me, how did you get into the film industry? It was because I was inspired by my nan explaining to me when I was younger what it meant. and that's a good point. So for me, seeing new Star Wars series that are coming out, and I get told it all the time that Star Wars isn't for me anymore because I'm old, I'm grey, and whatever. So if it's for a new generation, fair play, let them enjoy it. I had my Star Wars back in my days, so all the new Star Wars for me was kind of like, I loved The Mandalorian up until season 3, but we won't go into that because that's not today. And it's my own opinion. Everyone who's watching this, if you're offended, it's just an opinion, okay? Squid Game's coming back, and as you know, the creator who did that basically spent years getting it off the ground, and fair play. He's done a phenomenal job, and I'm really looking forward to the Squid Game, and I'm looking forward to Angelina Jolie's new Christmas drama as well. I just really would like to see her back in action. For me, Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie was fantastic. So what's been happening with us? So we've been doing a lot of Christmas material. We're restoring a lot of films. If you don't know what we do, go to our website. You'll see what we do. We're a family run company, and with your support, we're going to keep on restoring films, keep on giving you content, and starting next year, we'll start bringing you behind the scenes on every single production that we will do. So if you've got any comments, join the Discord, leave a comment and leave a like, and then what we'll do is we'll catch you next time. Anyway, have a good day, and yeah, any comments, leave them below.